How to be a Canadian, 23 rules to follow. Canada is the second largest country in the world, and also it is the most populated country. Even though the Canadians are known for staying warm and loved, still there are plenty of signs that only the Canadians will do. The Canadian people are so awesome and they will make so much fun. If you really want to know how to be a Canadian, then here are the simple rules or signs that show you what Canadians will do or follow. Number 1. Treat others well. One of the most important rules on how to be a Canadian is that they will treat everyone with respect, whether they are colleagues, friends, or neighbors. They give more importance to building a strong relationship with strong communication, empathy, and active listening. They believe if we communicate with respect and compassion, it'll create a strong environment. Number 2. Saying sorry for everything. This is one of the best signs as they care for other people a lot, and they will make sure not to hurt anyone. So they will say sorry for everything, as it is not their habit, but they actually mean it. They show empathy, which will strengthen the ability to resolve conflicts every day. Number 3. No how-to long weekend. Everyone wants to take a break from their work life, and Canadians will manage it better. They know to spend the weekend in an efficient way by simply chatting with friends and family or relaxing in the cottage. Also, they believe this kind of weekend breaks will make them feel refreshed and even more productive. Number 4. With coffee and a pair of snow boots, you can solve anything. Everybody follows their own way if they face any problems in their life. If you really wanted to know how to be a Canadian, then grab a coffee and go for a long walk when you are feeling down. Canadians will follow this rule as it helps them to face obstacles, improves their ability to work independently, and take the initiative. Number 5. Being polite to everyone. We all know Canadians are known for their politeness and their warm attitude, and in the same way, they talk to people with kindness. Wherever they stay, they will make sure to give some respect to the people's personal space and talk with everyone with a big smile. They will carry this attitude wherever they go. Number 6. Holding the door. This is one of the most common signs of people from every country, such as holding the door for your family or loved one. But in Canada, people will be holding the door for everyone, and even you can see a line forming near the door as one person will be holding the door to the next person. Also, they never forget to say thank you, which is also the main attitude. Number 7. Measure the distance in time. They don't know to tell the distance, as they will mention only by timings. For example, while driving, they will say it will take the next minutes to reach rather than saying the kilometers. They don't know how many kilometers to the next stop, they only know how long it will take to reach the next stop. Number 8. The conversation starts and ends with the weather. They always talk about the weather, and they always love every season, which is one of their traditions also. They are fascinated by the weather, and if anyone complains about the weather, then they are not true Canadian. Number 9. Grew up with the chocolate bar. Canada has the best chocolate bar, and for Canadians, their childhood is not completed until they have experienced every chocolate bar. Some of the exclusive Canadian brands are Crispy Crunch, Coffee Crisp, Jersey Milk, and Wonder Bars. If you were born and raised in Canada, then you would have experienced the biggest selection of chocolate in any other country. Number 10. Starting the day with Timmy's. Canadians won't start their day without a cup of coffee, and especially if the coffee is from Tim Hortons. So the simplest rule on how to be a Canadian is grabbing a coffee from Tim Hortons, which will make you a Canadian. Number 11. Following the rules. Canadians will always stay alert when it comes to following the rules. It is the duty of every country's people to follow the rules, but people from Canada will do it more. While driving, they won't make any distraction and all their eyes will be on the road. They make sure to follow the traffic rules to avoid getting caught by the cops. Number 12. French print in every grocery store. If you go to a grocery store, never get shocked on seeing the cereal boxes coming only in English, even though as per the Official Language Act of Canada, it is mandatory to print both English and French names on every product label. But still, it will be surprising to see only an English-named box. Number 13. Not an American. Okay, breaking character for a second, yeah, Canadians will get pissed if you call them American. Even though both are following the same culture and accent, still they like to designate themselves as Canadian. They may watch American television, use American products, and wear American clothes, but they always prove that they are different from Americans. Okay, back to the fun. Number 14. Hockey is part of life. Whether the people of Canada know hockey or not, still for them seeing hockey matches is one of the most favorite things. If you want to know how to be a Canadian, then start watching hockey. Hockey is one of the favorite sports for Canadians, and people will be playing hockey on the roads and even on frozen lakes. Number 15. Using "a" frequently. Maybe after Rihanna, the word "eh" got so much popular, but Canadians only created the word "eh." They use the word more frequently for everything, whether it is emphasizing something or for making any excuse. They won't finish the conversation without saying "eh," and it doesn't carry any contestant meaning. Depending on the mood of people, the meaning changes. Number 16. Love vinegar with French fries. You would have noticed that Canadians love to eat French fries with vinegar, and they follow the most different combinations. They like barbecued salmon that goes well with maple syrup, and they will admit that poutine is the national dish for them. Number 17. Not publicly thank God. Most people thank God whether it is public or private, but Canadians won't thank God in public. They don't really feel like thanking God for everything, especially in public. It doesn't mean that they don't pray more, they do, but for them, praying is a private matter. Number 18. Loving the Canadian stars. Only the Canadian will get tears in their eyes for listening to Gordon Lightfoot singing Ribbon of Darkness than Justin Bieber singing Pouting Out Baby. They are very much attached to Canadian-based stars like Celine Dion, Christopher Plummer, and others. They believe these international stars got success only because they are Canadian. Number 19. Not really converted into the metric system. Canada converted to the metric system in the 1970s, but still, Canadians are more comfortable with the imperial system. Even now, you can notice them saying height in feet and inches, weight in pounds, body temperature in Fahrenheit, and air temperature in Celsius. They didn't fully convert themselves to the metric system. Number 20. Camping is an almost favorite sport. If you want to know how to be a Canadian, then your life is incomplete without camping. There are people in Canada who went camping for their whole lives. Some people love to take camping for more days. Whether the season is summer, spring, or fall, any season is perfect for them to do camping. Number 21. Toque was once a part of your wardrobe. A toque is a warm knitted cap that is made of wool, and mostly Canadian people wear it in the winter. This is one of the most important pieces of clothing that you can see in every wardrobe in Canada. They carry some traditional values for them as they are made naturally. Number 22. Not having a real sense of temperature. Have you ever experienced the winter in Canada? Non-Canadians can't withstand the temperature as their eyelids will be frozen shut and can't normally walk on the road. But Canadians won't think it's very cold outside. They won't have a real sense of temperature. For them, this is another season. Non-Canadians can't withstand such temperature. Only Canadians can do that. They won't need extra clothing when they are inside the house as every building will be perfectly installed with a heating system. Number 23. Perfectly cut the corner of the milk. One of the most important skills of Canadians is they will perfectly cut the corner of the milk, eh? This is a skill that they have learned while growing up. This may sound weird, but cutting milk bags perfectly is another skill for Canadians, and only they can do it. All these signs show how to be a Canadian, and even though being Canadian seems a little tough and difficult sometimes, still, Canadians consider themselves proud of being polite and kind to everyone. Next time, if you have any Canadian friend, then test how many signs are they having. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, and turn on the notification bell.